Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Discovering Steven Universe. Today the episode I'm going to be watching is Message Received. And again, just leaving off of the previous episode, which I literally just watched, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen. Again, I think maybe that thing that Peridot stole or took from the moon base might be some way for her to communicate with Homeworld. Only one way to find out, and that would explain the title, Message Received. But then again, this show has had a habit of proving me wrong before, as far as my assumptions of the titles. So, only one way to find out, and that is to begin Message Received. And go.
How could I not be? We might have our little truce, but I'll never forsake the gem I was made for.
That's good, because she's right behind you.
What?
Save your strength. You're up against one of the Earth's greatest traffic technologies, the child safety lock.
The great and lovable paradise. Like you want it.
I saw you sneak this off the moon base while no one else
On the bright side, at least you got this thing away from her before she did any real damage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Free!
Okay. I'm about ready for this.
Get it. Gah.
Where's
Oh god.
This is the Yellow Diamond control room. Is that another pearl? Who is she? Not all pearls know each other, Steven. Who authorized you to make this call? No one.
Incompetence. And what is the status of the cluster?
The cluster will emerge shortly.
Good. We'll finally get some use out of that miserable planet. Thank you for your report, Peridot.
Yellow Pearl's a
There'll
creeper.
be a ship heading to your location to take you to your next...
What
Aw.
do you know about the Earth?
Apparently more than you! You clod! You're not out.
Holy crap!
Do you know what this means?
Penetrated to my home world.
You're a crystal gem!
Whether you like it or not.
Oh. Holy crap. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's get right into this. Talking about this episode. Holy crap. Alright, so message received. That message definitely was received. A very big message. Let's get into my favorite aspects of this episode, starting with the child safety lock on the truck. One of the greatest I can't remember exactly what Steven says, but one of the greatest trapping technologies on all Earth, the child safety lock. Oh, and that whole scene with him and Peridot, just the way Peridot reacted was amazing. It's like her constant cat-like movements and the facial expressions just never fail to crack me up. I absolutely love it. My next favorite part of the episode was sudden helicopter amethyst. I knew she could turn into a variety of things, like she's turned into a ball and she's, she can take many forms. But to the best of my recollection, I don't think we've ever seen her turn into something like a helicopter, a mode of transportation. So I could be wrong, and if I am, correct me in the comments down below. But a freaking helicopter! That was awesome! And now, my next favorite part of the episode was Yellow Pearl. A very sounds very snooty, in my opinion, character, at least based on the voice. But also the fact that she's kind of a creeper. During the conversation between Peridot and Yellow Diamond, at the bottom, all of a sudden, like, Yellow Diamond just kind of like slides in at the bottom of the frame, just looking like kind of just like really creepy, and it was bizarre to say the least. But okay, yeah, my next favorite part of the episode was actually seeing outside of the extended intro, which, you know, I did a video on a little while back, but actually seeing Yellow Diamond for the first time kind of blew my mind, to be completely honest. I just kind of expected that we would hear her communicating through the communicator, but the fact that we actually saw her was kind of amazing. And the fact that she is just seemingly a horrible, ruthless, I was gonna say person, but individual. Holy crap. Like, if she ever comes to Earth and there's a showdown with her, or her, I assume, army, since she has a bunch of gems at her command, that would be kind of scary. I mean, especially that last look she gave before Peridot turned off the communicator. Like, she looked pissed. Like, just supremely pissed off. So, yeah. Yellow Diamond. And my final favorite part of this episode. Well, no, not my final favorite part. But is when Peridot stands up to Yellow Diamond. Just the fact that, despite the fact that she had been, like, seemingly so loyal to her, it's like continued to be loyal and just sang her praises constantly overall, and how objective and how wonderful Yellow Diamond is to all of us. Like, we see Peridot's just continual, like, her questioning Yellow Diamond more and more and more. And it was just amazing to see. So yeah, when Peridot stands up to Yellow Diamond was just probably the best part of the number of great parts of this episode. And then my actual final favorite of this episode, Peridot has been declared, whether officially or unofficially, a crystal gem. And I think that's amazing. She is just such a weird little green Dorito, an angry little slice of pie. And I kind of assumed that this was going to happen, that she was going to end up becoming one of the good guys. And who knows? I mean, she may, for some reason, betray them down the line. I hope not. But the fact that she has been named as a crystal gem, again, whether officially or unofficially, I find that wonderful. I absolutely love that. Mainly because that means there's going to be more of Peridot in the future. I mean, I assumed there was going to be more of her going forward, but this just kind of confirms it for me. So yeah. Okay, those are all my favorites. As for annoyances, yeah, I don't really have any. Really don't. I know that I say that a lot through these episodes, but I really can't think of anything that bothered me about this episode. So there you go. Now, as for a moment of terror, honestly, I guess you could say it's moments more than just a moment, but every time Peridot is expressing her just undying loyalty to Yellow Diamond, just the facial expressions and the sinister look on her face, it's the way she talks and the way she looks reminds me of people I have known who are ruthlessly loyal to a person, a thing, so on and so forth. I'm trying to be as vague as possible here, but like, it was legitimately terrifying the way that she was being portrayed there. I think it was kind of awesome that they did that because, again, it contrasts well with what happens at the end of the episode. But just every time she was expressing her loyalty to Yellow Diamond there at the beginning of this episode was just really scary on a visceral level for me. So yeah, that was my moment of terror. Now, as for a track of the episode, couldn't really think of one. I mean, nothing jumped out to me, at least. So if there's any, tracks that you all thought were of note, please do let me know. Now, as for a quote of the episode, I have two. The first of which is Steven basically remarks on, "Is that another pearl?" And Pearl basically says, "Not all pearls know each other, Steven." I just thought that was a funny little line because it plays into, the whole, I don't know if it's considered racist necessarily, but just the line of like someone saying, "Not all black people know each other, not all Jewish people know each other," that kind of thing. So I enjoyed it on that kind of level. But then probably the biggest quote of the episode was when Peridot called Yellow Diamond a clod. And for us as the viewers, like, clod, it's a funny insult that Peridot has thrown out constantly. But based on the way that Yellow Diamond reacted to being called that, I'm kind of guessing that perhaps on Homeworld being called a clod is probably a very big insult and not something you would ever say to a diamond. I mean, I assume like no insult whatsoever would be aimed their way, but again, because of the way she reacted, it added this level to being called a clod that I did not expect. So that's why that's like a big quote for me in this episode is Peridot calling Yellow Diamond a clod. That was just awesome. Now let's see, a question for the episode. How long until we're gonna see Yellow Diamond again? And when we see Yellow Diamond, is it gonna be when she comes to Earth? That's the first big question. Now, as for a theory here, well, maybe that'll be my theory, is my question. That the next time we see Yellow Diamond will be when she and perhaps a small battalion make a return to Earth. So yeah. Now, as for my overall thoughts on this episode, I loved it. I really did. It wasn't one that had like a huge fight or anything. There was some fighting. There was the, Peridot's mech suit and like the chase and like a little fight after that. I mean, not a big fight overall, not a big fight scene, but there was definitely action. There was a lot of comedy. There was a lot of humor. There was some drama. There was the reveal of Yellow Diamond. Well, other than, again, the extended intro, but like actually seeing her and hearing her for the first time. Just overall, I loved this episode. It was really, really good. So yeah, I'm definitely happy that I kept on and moved on from the previous episode and watched this one in the same night. I love this episode. Simple as that. So, yeah, before moving on and closing out this episode, I just wanted to say thank you to you all, as always, for being just amazing Kenvians, for watching this episode with me, for coming along on my journey as it continues to discover and catch up with Steven Universe. As always, if you have any of your own favorites, annoyances, so on and so forth, please do let me know what they are in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought about some of mine. And yeah, again, before I close this out, just wanted to say, if you want to see episodes like this and others going forward, whether it be discovering Steven Universe, discovering Doctor Who, discovering so on and so forth, other videos, as soon as they're available and ahead of time before they actually go public on YouTube, you can go over to the Patreon account, the PapaKennMedia Patreon account, link in the description down below, and also at the end of this video. And for as little as $1 a month, you'll be able to get access to those videos as soon as I make them available, which is usually as soon as I have uploaded them to YouTube. And that means you'll be able to watch the videos anywhere from a day, maybe ahead of time, to a week or two. So if that interests you at all, please do go check out the Patreon. And for all of you, whether you are patrons on Patreon or just Kenvians that love watching these videos, thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you all next time for log date 7/15/2. Very strange name for an episode. And until next time, everyone, I'm Papa Ken. I'll see you in the next episode.